Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about 9 red flags of narcissism, signs you could be dealing with a narcissist. As the word narcissist becomes more well known, it seems to be getting used a lot more, and people often end up questioning whether they are the narcissist or not, whether their parents, partner or boss is narcissistic. Everyone's ex seems to display narcissistic characteristics, and while in a lot of cases this can be true, in others it's not. Some exes might come close, as people can have a characteristic or two. People can seemingly look like they no longer care when they've had enough of somebody else's behaviour. People can act entitled. However, without at least 5 of the 9 criteria, it doesn't make them a narcissist. It's a personality disorder. If they haven't got at least 5 of the 9 criteria, just because somebody cheats a lot doesn't mean they're a narcissist. They're toxic and you want to distance yourself from them, but they're not always a narcissist. Someone who is confident doesn't make them a narcissist. Someone who's arrogant and puts other people down could be a narcissist. Someone who takes selfies, that doesn't make someone a narcissist. A parent who asks their child where they're going or gives them boundaries, a curfew, doesn't make them a narcissistic parent. Also, some people are just negative. Some people are just toxic. If you've turned to Google to try and understand someone else's mistreatment of you, someone else's behaviour towards you, if you are full of self-doubt and second-guessing yourself, although we cannot diagnose, most likely you're not the narcissist. You've been around a narcissistic person. If the behaviour of the person you're Googling is or isn't a narcissist, they're most likely toxic, as you're trying to work out their behaviour, in which case it could be time to walk away. You're allowed to love yourself. You're allowed to recognise that you are enough. You're allowed to recognise that you are worthy. This is one of the primary keys to your inner happiness. We should all love ourselves and take care of ourselves, which can be extremely hard to learn. Most people don't love themselves. There's hurt people who go around helping people, and then there's those hurt people who choose to hurt people. There are narcissistic people who deep down don't actually love themselves. They are very hurt, insecure individuals who fill their needs and make themselves feel better by sucking the life out of others, by putting other people down, by destroying people they are envious of. Not realising this continued behavioural pattern isn't a nice way to live for themselves or those around them. Most people have suffered from some form of trauma within their lives. Although we are never responsible for our trauma and not responsible for someone else's behaviour, we are responsible for our recovery. The narcissist personality disorder is on a spectrum, so those on the high end that are incredibly toxic and dangerous and you need to go no contact with, and there can be those on the lower end that you might be able to manage your time around them, limited contracts and grey work, and those in between. Not all narcissistic people cheat, or do lie, or do cheat you out of something. They might not cheat on you, but they will cheat you out of your dreams. They will cheat you out of your hopes, your happiness, your possessions, your money. Some manipulative people are not actually narcissists. They don't destroy others to succeed. Some successful people can be manipulative, but not in a manner that hurts another person. Some successful people are narcissistic and some are not. There are many types of narcissists out there, and once you open up to others, you'll notice just how similar they are in their treatment of others, due to the fact that they're running from the similar sort of beliefs. A narcissist is a con artist. They will sell you a dream and they will deliver you a living nightmare. Here are some more common signs of how narcissists behave if you think you have been dealing with one or you are dealing with one. They have no respect for others, no respect for other people's boundaries, no respect for other people's opinions, no respect for other people's feelings. As part of their disorder is that sense of entitlement. They believe they have a right to anything and everything they want. The whole what's yours is mine and what's mine's my own attitude. Rules do not apply to them, yet to the narcissist those very rules will apply to those around them. They believe they are above all others, and some will manipulate authorities in courts as they think they're special. They believe they're allowed to do as they please and all others should bow down to them. They control others. Another trait of the disorder is that arrogant and haughty behaviour. They are unpleasantly proud of who they are. Some will be obvious, the overt, grandiose narcissist in showing it, and some will hide it away, the fragile, vulnerable, covert narcissist. Or how they use others, the controlling behaviour can be a sign within itself. You can have people who are perfectionists, so they might come across as controlling. They will not be manipulative with it. Or people who are highly insecure and they are not narcissistic. They just need extra certainty and reassurance within their lives to feel safe. A person on the narcissist personality disorder spectrum will try to control everything and everyone, from how others see them and how others see you. They will act controlling in any given situation. They will use tactics such as intimidating behaviour, threatening behaviour, pity plays, guilt trips, silent treatments, gaslighting, projection. They can be plain old vindictive, rude, nasty. They don't care for what the impact their behaviour has on others, only what they have control over. They take the power of controlling behaviour to the extremes. Overts can be very direct and coverts can be more subtle. Remember, you cannot control how they act or what they do. You can control how you deal with it and how you respond. The best response when dealing with a narcissist is no response, no contact. Leave them to live their life while you go and live a much happier one for you. This isn't always possible, so limited communication and keeping focus on your life. Manipulation. Another trait of the disorder is they exploit people. Whatever they do is only ever to meet a need of their own. They seem to be the masters of manipulation, especially when we are unaware of what they are doing, what games they are playing, or what they are capable of. Narcissists are highly skilled at turning any disagreement into a massive argument, creating chaos, conflict and drama, and then blaming you for the chaos they've caused, taking conversations off the original topic, making others doubt and blame themselves for the narcissist behaviour. The narcissist behaviour. They chose to act that way. It's nobody else's fault. They gaslight others into self-doubt and self-blame. They can be extremely convincing and charming. Anyone who goes against them will find themselves in the midst of a mass smear campaign and often being outcast as people take the narcissist side, as the narcissist twists the story to their advantage. They control others and make decisions for others through guilt trips and blame shifting to meet their own needs, knowing your own reality, writing key things down, letting go of those who don't support you. Being alone and being lonely are two very different things. You can be with someone who is a narcissist and feel so alone. You can be with someone and feel so alone, and you can be on your own and not feel lonely. Write down the true reality and leave the narcissist to theirs. You do not have to explain yourself to those who are committed to using those very explanations against you. A know-it-all. Another trait of the disorder is their grandiosity. If they show it or not, they believe they are superior to others, and they find ways to make themselves feel superior to others by putting people down, by discrediting people's achievements, by slandering people. A narcissist believes they are superior. They think they already know everything, and it's their way and their way only. They are not interested in another person's perspectives. They're not interested in your feelings, your opinions, your points of view, as they believe within themselves that they already know everything and you're wrong. Never accountable. A narcissist will never accept responsibility. They'll never admit to fault. They'll never admit to being in the wrong. They will just shame and blame somebody else. If they are wrong, a narcissist will always find somebody else to blame. They will always make it someone else's fault. They will always find someone else to blame for anything that goes wrong within their life, any mistakes they've made, any achievement they haven't hit. They will blame somebody else. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone gets things wrong. Everyone misses the mark. We are human. It's how we learn. Even from the basics of learning how to walk, talk and eat. It's rare for any child to just open their mouth and talk perfectly straight away. And when we do, we all talk differently. Most people lose this natural thought process that we don't always get it right the first time. Narcissistic people fear being seen as anything other than perfect. They fear failure or making mistakes, and they fear the judgment from others. No one likes being pulled up on what they've done wrong. No one likes being judged by others. So most people avoid doing hurtful things. Most people avoid being put in a place of making a mistake in front of others, of hurting other people. There is no wrong way or right way to live your life, so long as your intentions are good. However, with a narcissist, they will never admit to being wrong. They will not accept responsibility unless it meets a need of their own. Then they will downplay it or shift the blame onto others. They'll project all their faults onto others as they never look at themselves or the issues that cause them. To a narcissist, nothing is their fault. They don't learn from their mistakes of their own actions. Therefore, they don't change their actions. They don't change their mistakes. And instead, they just hit repeat time and time again. They react exceptionally badly if challenged or questioned or called out on their behaviour, which most people can at times. Narcissistic people will react badly when they have been exposed for wrongdoing, or even if they feel criticism in some way. How do they react badly? They will do one of the following. They will fight, temper tantrum, raise their voice, deny, lie, blame shift, pity play, guilt trip, make excuses, fight, walk straight out of the door, fall silent, sulk, gaslight. There are many ways a narcissist avoids taking responsibility. Two faces or a false mask. Another trait of the disorder is their envy. They are never truly happy and always want more. Some say they have a false mask, one face to cover the other face. In my opinion, it is who they are. They have both faces, and it's who they are. The admiration face at the beginning, which to them is all about manipulation, lies and exploitation. They play nice to meet a need of their own. They are only ever kind to you if they want something from you, and no matter how kind you are to them, it is never enough for them. They play nice, they act nice to meet a need of their own, or to let you know you owe them further down the line. They're not helpful or kind because they care. They do this to use and manipulate and exploit people. And then when they don't get their own way, when they don't get what they wanted, their envious face comes out. When they see something that someone else has got, their envious face comes out. When things don't go their way, where they seek to bring people down, they seek to break people or destroy those who've escaped them, or destroy what someone has that they want. Some are too lazy. Some narcissists are too lazy to seek revenge. Most, however, do the smear campaign. Reasonable people can wear a mask in public for fear of being misunderstood or disliked. That's part of who they are. It's not to manipulate, it's to fit in. Whatever face a narcissist has on is all about manipulation. A narcissist will idolise, devalue, discard and hoover. This goes into their two faces. And another trait is they lack empathy. They cannot truly feel what others do or put themselves in another person's shoes. While they want to win you over, they will do all they can to be admired. They will put on the admiration face. If they feel like control is slipping, they'll devalue you until you give in and do exactly what they wanted you to do in that moment. This changes week to week, and they discard when they believe you're no longer meeting their needs, or they see something they're envious of that another person has got, and they go to idolise that person. When they feel envious, they often seek to destroy people. And when they're not getting what they wanted, they can often discard and move on to somebody new. And when they see you doing well, they can often come back for the hoover. Word salad. A narcissistic word salad. They can rationalise anything. As another trait is their belief they are special. They believe all others are inferior to them, and they will do their utmost to convince others that they are correct, distorting others' reality. They use psychological lying and manipulation, from gaslighting, provoking people to gain a reaction, to blame people, blame shifting. A narcissist will try to get others to doubt themselves, telling the other person that they're insecure, that something never happened, that someone is too sensitive. Some will admit but find a way for it to be someone else's fault or your fault of why they did something. In such a way, people often believe they're narcissist. Anything that doesn't feel right to you most often isn't. Always trust your instincts. They know what they're on about, even when you don't. Constant lies or exaggeration. As part of their disorder is their preoccupation with ultimate power and success. Those who are successful will boast and brag. Those who are not so successful will blame and shame others. There are different types of narcissistic people. The classic narcissist, those who are successful and boast, exaggerate at just how incredible they are, as those around them often agree with them. They can get away with this kind of behaviour, or they feel they can get away with this kind of behaviour. Then there's the vulnerable, covert narcissist, those not so successful in life that will blame all others for their misfortune, how others always get everything and how they just got badly treated. They believe everyone else is privileged and they're not. And those in between that will do both. Those who work hard and are successful want praise. Those who are lazy want pity. In the narcissist reality, they are the hero or the victim, yet they will never admit to being the villain. They lie about things they've achieved, or exaggerate things they've not achieved, or exaggerate about things they have achieved. They lie about extras. They lie about friends and family. They lie about lies. They lie about mistakes. They lie to cover their lies. In fact, some lie so much that they believe their own lies. Now, genuine people can have bad things happen and fall. Reasonable people can get caught up in a white lie. They will not lie about everything. Destructive. They will ruin a special occasion. As another trait of the disorder is they require excessive attention. They need to be admired by others through love or fear. Anything that isn't all about them, they will pull out all the stops to ruin, from birthdays to Christmases, weddings to funerals. If it's their birthday, they'll find a way you didn't get something right for them. Someone else's birthday, they'll find a way to ruin. They will provoke to get you in a bad mood, bring up things that never happened, bring up things that happened years ago, bring the attention onto them for someone they've lost, and offer little to no support to you. In the beginning, they might pull out all the stops to show you they care. Once you're hooked, this will stop. They have extremely low to no empathy, and they do not care for how others feel. People who don't support you through the good and the bad are not the people for you. Drama. As a narcissist likes attention, a trait of the disorder is that requires excessive attention, and they don't mind how they get that attention. Where they go, drama seems to follow. Whatever they're doing, drama seems to follow, although they blame everyone else for the drama that they're in. As they exploit others, the narcissist might be gossiping and smearing people's names, and they always seem to be holding a grudge against someone, how someone has wronged them. They are often playing people off against each other, provoking people, causing others to argue, lying, cheating, always seeking some form of drama. Narcissistic people have high levels of mood swings. They can have intense highs and intense lows. Genuine people can have mood swings. People with other disorders can have mood swings. Life gets hard. Situations happen. Environmental factors like the narcissist you're dealing with can cause you to have massive highs and lows. Yet most people feel pain and try to avoid it. Narcissistic people thrive from drama and negativity in those around them to make themselves feel better. Those around them end up walking on eggshells to avoid the negativity and drama, trying to please the narcissist and not set the narcissist off, as a narcissist doesn't know what they truly want. They are a ticking time bomb and can go off without you even knowing what happened. The narcissist is stuck with their disorder. They are not interested in changing as they don't see fault within themselves. They will continue this pattern of behaviour throughout life. The more you forgive them, the worse their behaviour gets, because the more they learn they can get away with it. They often get worse with age. It did not start with you. It will not end with you. Whatever they do to you, it's not about you. It's about them. It's about who they are. It's about their disorder. They want you to believe you're the problem, to change who you are, to help them. And most will exploit your empathy. They'll exploit your kindness. They'll exploit your compassion. Most will straight out say to you, it's not all about you, because they believe it's all about them and getting their needs met. They do not care for others. They only care for themselves. You cannot help them. You can help yourself by walking free. It is about you. It's about your happiness, your life, your choices. You can choose to help others. They choose to destroy others. Whoever the narcissist is or was in your life, learn your own reality, learn your own truths. You do not need to be around negative, toxic people who bring you down. Life's hard enough. Surround yourself with positive, supporting, uplifting people. I shall link into the description the video on the envious narcissist and the video on the 2 faces of narcissism. If you're looking for further understanding and support in overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and the teachable links will be in the description. If you're looking for someone to speak with, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the description. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel and you find the information helpful, please do subscribe. Most importantly, go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.